Hi, welcome grade 8. Let's look at a few questions again on how to deal with decimals. How to deal with decimals. So just a few questions here and there: addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. Okay, look at the first one. The first one is a simple addition, and all we need to do is to arrange. So I have 100,04 plus 20. The commas must be arranged in the same place, 084. Now I see that there's a gap up there. I need to just fill the gap up with 0. And what do? I add downwards. 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. And I take the 1. And 1 plus 0 would give me 1. My comma remains where it is. 0 plus 0. 0 plus 2 is 2 and 1. And that is our final answer. And that is as good as done. Next one would be the same. 358, 4. And I have 20,981. What do? We fill the empty spaces with zeros. There we go. And we add downwards. 0 plus 1 is 1. That will give us an 8. 9 plus 4 is 13. So I take my 3, put the 1. But remember, your comma stays exactly where it's supposed to be. 1 plus 8 is 9. Plus 0, I have 9. 5 plus 2 is 7. And a 3. We're done. Number 3. Oh, now we're subtracting here. Beautiful. 9, 8, 2, 4. Now 38, 08. It's a subtraction there. So lovely. Fill the empty spaces with 0. Now 0 minus 8, that cannot be done. We have to borrow 1 from the 4. And if we borrow 1 from the 4, what happens? It will no longer remain a 4. It will be a 3. So, and the 0 then becomes a 10. So 10 minus 8 would give us 2, and 3 minus 0 would give us 3. The comma remains exactly where it's supposed to be. We have another problem with the 2 and subtracting the 8. What do? We borrow 1 from the 8, and that will give us a 7. And that 2 then becomes a 12. 12 minus 8 would give us 4. 7 minus 3 would give us 4. And remember, oh, there's a 0 that I forgot to put there. All right. And 9 minus 0 would be 9. And that's our answer. 944,32. Look at number 4. Oh, it's addition and subtraction. So we can move from left to right. I will do these two first. Okay, so what would I have? 400, 2, 381, 42. Remember, there's a 0 there. We add. Since we are adding, it's quite easy. 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. My comma stays there. 0 plus 1 is 1. I have 8 there. And I have 7. Now, minus 21, 856. We have to put a 0 there. Now, what do? Okay, if you look at the 0, we have a problem. We cannot, subtract 6 from 0, so we borrow 1. Usually, I would have said borrow 1 from the very big number so that it becomes quite easy. But let's do it for step by step for everyone's understanding. We borrow 1 from the 2, and that becomes a 10. Let me drop this. Some of you can see that, okay, we should borrow 1 actually from the 8. But let's take it step by step for everyone to see. Okay, now what happens to my 2? It becomes a 1. Now we can say 10 minus 6, and that will give us what? 4. Right, but I have a problem. It's now a 1. What do I do again? Borrow 1 from the 6, which makes it a 5, then add 1 to that. So 11 minus 5 will then give us what? A 6. Now I have a problem again, which is a 5. So what do? We borrow 1 from the 1, and that leaves us with a 0, and this becomes a 15. And a 15 minus 8 is 7. Lovely. Now what do we have? We have a 0 and a 1, which is a problem. That's why I said we could have borrowed from the 8 long ago, but let's take it step by step. That gives us a 7, and I have a 10. Now 10 minus 1 would give us what? A 9. 7 minus 2 would give us a 5, and then it's a 0 there. We have 7, and that's our answer. 759,764. Let me show you that that is absolutely correct. Remember, you are not allowed to use a calculator, but just to show you that the process that we did is okay. So I have a 400,2 plus, so that you trust the process, 42 minus 21,856. There we go. 759,764. So that you trust the process. That's why I'm showing you the answer from a calculator. Lovely. You are not using calculators. Oh, beautiful. Here we are multiplying. What I'm going to tell you is forget about the decimal. So I'm just going to put an equal there to write my answer. Now I'm going to work this out. 236. All right, multiply by 0016. The 00 doesn't matter. We have that. Now what do? We multiply as quickly as possible. Let me drop this for a bit of space. 6 times 6, we can quickly answer that. All right, we know how to multiply. 6 times 6 is 36. We have a 3 there. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 3 would give us 21. 1 and the 2 there. 6 times 2 would give us 12 times 2, and that would give us 14. That is done. Then we put a 0 there because we're multiplying under the 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 3, 3. And what do? We add. So what do we have? 6, 7, 7, and 3. Now, that's not our final answer. What will our final answer be? Remember, I left the space so I can write my answer. I am going to write my 3, 7, 7, 6. Now let's count the number of decimals that we have. I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, I have 4, I have 5, I have 6 numbers, 6 digits behind the decimal together. 3 on the right and 3 on the left. It means I should have 3 numbers after my 6 numbers rather after my decimal. So I'm going to start from here. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I have 2 empty jumps there. So what do? I fill the empty jumps with 0 and 0. Then I put a comma there so that I have 6 numbers exactly after my decimal. I hope that makes sense. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what a calculator would give us. So you see that it is important to follow the rules. 0,0236 times 0,016. No, there's no 0 here. It's 0,236. Look at your answer. Okay, this one is, I need to change the, let me just quickly change it. I want you to give us, look at that, 0,003776. That's beautiful. So you see that you can actually do what your calculator is doing, which makes you very, very intelligent. Beautiful. Okay, I hope that is well sorted. Now I'm going to increase my pace, so that is my answer. Let's come here. What do we have? Forget about that again. Okay, forget about the decimals. What do I have? 1042 multiplied by 8. It's going to be straightforward. 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 4 is 32 plus 1, 33. Right? 8 times 0, 0 plus 3. And 8 times 1 is 8. Beautiful. So I'll come here and write my number, 8, 3, 3, 6. Now, how many decimals do I have? 1, that's the 8, the 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. So I need to have 3 decimals. Start from here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, beautiful. I don't need to add any zeros. 8, 3, 3, 6. Beautiful. Next one. Also, what do I have? Let's just do it here. 4, 8, 2, 3, 2, multiplied by 2. Okay, simple. 2 times 2, 4, times 3, 6, times 2, 4, times 8, 16. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1, 9. Okay, how many decimals do I have? So I have 9, 6, 4, 6, 4. There are 5 decimals, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I count from here, from the right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So what do I have? 0, 9, and I'm done there. It's important to show this working. Please show this working in your paper. Oh, now we come to a division. Beautiful. Let's make it look like this. 38,54 over 0,02. Your focus is to make the denominator a whole number. You're focusing on the denominator. And to make it a whole number is to put the comma here at the end. And I see that this, I need 2 jumps. Oh, so if I jump twice at the bottom, I'm also going to jump twice at the top. And what will that be? If I jump twice, it's going to be 3, 8, 5, 4. Oh, which is now easy to divide because my denominator is now a whole number. 3, 8, 5, 4. Now, how many times will 2 go in 3? 1. What do? We multiply 1 times 2. And then what do? We subtract. 3 minus 2 would give us 1. What do we do with the 8? We drop the 8. How many times will 2 go in 18? 9. Beautiful. We're done with that. That gives us a 0. What do? We drop the 5. How many times will 2 go in 5? 2 there, which is 4. Then what do? We drop the 4. And how many times will 2 go in 14? 7. So our answer, therefore, is 1927. Simple maths. Maths is done. Maths is as simple as that. Let's go to number 9. Another division. Okay, start by rewriting this way to make it very easy. Your focus is at the bottom. How many jumps? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Remember, if I jump 3 times, 2, 2, 2, I need to do that at the top. Tap, tap, and now I have a space there, which gives me what? A 0. So what? Let me rewrite this now. What do I have? 4, 3, 2, 0 over 2. Easy to divide now. Again, we can simply 4, 3, 2, 0. How many times will 2 go in 4? We have 2 there, which takes that out. Drop the 3. It's 1, which leaves us with 1. Drop the 2 now, and that is 8. And in 0, it's just 0. So my answer is, please show your working. Show how you got your answer. Very, very important. Maths is about steps, not really about answers. Okay, let's jump here again. Remember, we are only jumping at the bottom, which tells you the number of times you jump on the top. So what is this written as? This can be written as 5005. I have already jumped over 5. Beautiful. Okay, gonna keep a space for our answer there. Let's do this together. 5005. This is quite straightforward. How many times will 5 go in 5? It's 1. Alright, that is 0. Okay, there's a 0, there's a 0. So remember, for every 0, I must put a 0 there. For the next 0, I must put a 0. Now, if I drop the 5, how many times will 5 go in 5? It is 1. Okay. Now, the comma stays exactly where the comma is. That's very important. Comma. Okay. And then, how many I'm dropping this 5. How many times will 5 go in 5? It is 1. So what's our answer? 1001, comma 1. Very, very important. I hope we are all on the same page. It's about the denominator. Oh, let's look at this one. How many jumps at the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to do the same on the top. 1, 2. What do you notice? I've got 2 empty spaces at the top there, which I have to fill with zeros over 2. Now I can divide quickly. All right, let's do that again. 3, 8, 0, 0, 2. I have 1. Lovely. What do I do? Drop the 8. How many times will 2 go in 18? I have 9. Then if I drop the 0, it's 0. If I drop this other 0, make sure you write the 0 values. They are very important. So what is our answer? 1,900. Lovely. Number 12. Write 0,423. Okay, I'm going to come here just to make it look nicer. Times 10 to the power positive 5. What am I simply instructing you? Jump 5 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, I have now moved my comma. What would my answer be? 4, 2, 3. My empty spaces, 0, 0. The comma is at the end now, which is not necessary anymore. We're done. What about this one? This one, I'm simply saying, jump 2 times to the right. Ooh, can you see where my comma is? My comma is now what? 4, 2, 5, 7, 2. My comma is now between 2 and 4, and we are done. What about the last one? Somebody says, oh, there is no comma here. Wah, 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 wah. No, there is a comma because it's a whole number. The comma is right at the end. Okay, just moved my values. So the comma is right at the end if it's a whole number. So what are we doing? We're actually moving it how many times? 3 times. So this is what I have. 3, 8, 4, 1. My comma is right there. Move it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Which means I need to fill the gaps with how many zeros? 3. So 3, 8, 4, 1. There are 3 gaps there. 0, 0, 0. Lovely. And that is pretty much about it. Let's look at the last section. We're writing in the scientific notation. Now, when we say scientific notation, the rule is that there must be only one number, all right, in front of the comma. So we're going to move the comma. Now, this is a whole number, so the comma is here. But I want only one number. So I want the comma to move this way. So this is the old, and I want the comma to be here as the new. So I'm going to start, and remember, our answer must be in 2 decimal places. So this would be what? 8,25. Why am I stopping at 5? 2 decimal places. The next number after 5 is smaller than 5. All right, so I shouldn't add it up. You know the rule. The question now is, I have to say times 10 to the power what? I am going to count from my new position to the old. 1, 2, 3. So it's 4 movements from the new to the old. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 movements to the right, and that gives me my answer. With that, 8,25. It was 825. Remember, it was 825. I should have written it was 82513, and we want to write it. Let me show you the answer on a calculator, because I wanted to see this beautiful stuff that your head can now do. 82513. All right. shift mode. Look at that. 8,25 times 10 to the power 4. That's what your head can now do. Let's look at this one. Okay, let me write the number out. 31482. Remember, I want my comma to be here. 2 decimal places. But look at the next number. It's an 8, which is bigger than a 4. So I'll add, make it a 1 and add to that. So I already see my answer as 3,15 times 10 to the power. This is my new, and that's my old. We're moving from the new to the old. How many jumps do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So times 10 to the power 4. From the new to the old. Let's check again with a calculator. I want to show you how smart you are. 31482,57. All right. See what the calculator is going to give us. Look at that. 3,15 times 10 to the power 4. Look at how smart you are becoming. So I'm sure now you can even pause the video to make sure you do the last one and then mark with me. Okay, I know you have an answer now. Beautiful. 1, 2, 5, 7, 3, 4, 8, 7, 8, 4, 5. 2 decimal places, remember? So 1 comma before the decimal, and I'm looking at 25. But please check the number after the 5. It's a 7. Oh, greater than 4. We add, change it to 1 and add. So my answer already I see 1,26. Now this is the new position, and that's the old position. How many jumps now are we moving? And we're moving to the right, remember? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 jumps. And that gives me 10 to the power 7. Let's check again. My little geniuses. Let's see. 1, 2, 5, 7, 3, 4, 8, 7, 8, 4, 5. Okay. Don't worry about what I'm doing, the steps that I'm doing. I'm just going to show you answer. 1,26 times 10 to the power 7. You are such geniuses. Okay, I hope this little process has really helped you on decimals. Okay, guys, have a lovely, lovely day. Make sure you like, comment, and just share with someone that you know that is in grade 8. And they would actually appreciate the little help that you get. This is Crazy Physics signing out and saying catch you in our next edition. Goodbye.